Okay. Hi, I'm Emily. I am the Associate Director in the Study Abroad Office, and I have been working with Jennifer Dickey at Webster University for a little over 4 years, helping to send a lot of students to Webster University. This is probably one of our, the Webster University Suite is probably one of our most popular programs, just because they work so well, and they're two destinations I know a lot of students are interested in. Yeah. So let you introduce yourself.
Sure. Yeah, I'm Jennifer. I am the Study Abroad Coordinator for Webster University. We are actually based in St. Louis, but we do have campus locations across the world. So we have 6 currently that we use as study abroad destinations with our partner institutions in the US. So I work with all of those partners and any visiting students who want to study abroad with us.
And do you mind sharing a little bit about yourself, Francis? Kind of your major, what you're looking to get out of your study abroad program?
All right. I'm a history major and a French minor, and I just it's just a place that I really would like to go and spend some time in. I have some family that's Greek, and I really love the culture, and I would like to get closer with it. So
this is a really good one for history majors.
Yeah, definitely. So which year are you? Sorry.
Oh, sophomore.
Sophomore. Okay, excellent.
Yeah. Well, I'll hand it over to you, Jennifer, and then I can jump in as we go along. Have you been to Greece before, Francis?
I have, yeah.
Oh, very nice.
It's awesome. I love it. So
you have been. Where did you go?
So I have been to Athens. Went to Athens. Went to Delphi. Went to New York. So those were the big sites, and then there were some like towns in between that we stopped at, but those were the main big ones.
Okay, very cool. So our Webster campus is in Athens, and it is located just right in the heart of the city, a few blocks from Stigmata Square and Parliament. So I don't know if you remember where that is, but just right there in the center of the city. And actually, our campus is in the Plaka district. So where underneath the Acropolis, essentially, our campus has rooftop views of the Acropolis. I think there may be some photos in here, but it's just really amazing. A lot of students, just like if you're going up there to study for an exam or to write a paper, you're just staring right off into the Acropolis, and it doesn't get much better than that, in my opinion. And then, so the campus is 2 buildings itself. One is the classroom building, and then just right around the corner, maybe 2-3 minute walk, is our library and cultural center, and it's right across the street from the Roman Agora. So basically, you open the door to that, walk out, and that's your view there. So it's not hard to be surrounded by, the authentic Greek history and just feeling the atmosphere and culture and the location where campus is. So just to touch a little bit about WINS on the program itself is just to kind of let you know what we're about. We are an American style study abroad programs in Europe, Asia, and Africa, and we do all of our courses. The common language is English. So of course you can take Greek language. That's actually one of the students' most favorite courses while they're abroad. But all of the courses are going to be taught in English, and everyone, your classmates are going to be using English language as well too. So it makes it very convenient for American students to join in these classes. We do offer undergraduate and graduate courses in a wide variety of academic areas. So often it's easy to find something that will count directly towards your major, minor, or even general studies and electives that you would need. We are at our campus locations truly an international population because we have students, local degree seeking students who are from often the country of where our campus is and then nearby countries as well. And then we have a great study abroad group every semester pre-COVID of students from, all over the US. So it's a really unique opportunity for students to meet other students from the US as well as around the world. And faculty as well are from different locations. So it's a lot of unique perspectives that you'll get in the classroom, and it makes for great conversation and just to really kind of dig deeper into areas in discussion. So I think that's one of the my favorite things of our programs as well too. So of course we work really closely with the staff at SUNY Geneseo and with you as you're going through the application process with us before, during, and after. The staff in Athens is actually one of the best in the world. I think Dina is the program director there, and I feel, within a week or two, students are always referring to her as their Greek mom, and she really goes above and beyond for students there too. And then one thing I like to talk about, make sure everyone knows, is that we do offer the WINS Travel Award for students, and that's $1,000 towards your round trip airfare. So that's something, once you've been admitted to the program, there's a small application that you do fill out for that, but it's a guaranteed scholarship essentially for students who are admitted. So, and that typically covers, quite a large bit of your travel overseas. So that's just something to keep in mind. And then this video is about, it's a little bit longer than the other one. It's about 8 minutes, but it's a really nice overview. I think we have enough time for that. Okay.
Yeah, we can try. Yeah.
Yeah, and this will give you an idea of what kind of some things I mentioned and what is going on there.
Yassas, I'm Dina Skias, the director of the Odyssey in Athens program at Webster, Athens. Now I want to share with you my top reasons for choosing Greece and Webster, Athens as your study abroad destination. Greece is an ideal country to study abroad in. With its rich history and culture, it's the birthplace of democracy and Western civilization. The Greek islands are some of the most beautiful and well-visited in the world. The food is to die for, and the people are so warm and hospitable. You can't help fall in love with this beautiful country. And Webster, Athens has the perfect location for study abroad. We're located in the heart of Athens at the foothill of the Acropolis. Right now, we're on the rooftop of the academic and administrative building with the Acropolis in the background. Students love coming up here in between their classes for a break or to study. We also have a cultural center and library just a few minutes walk right behind the Roman Agora. University housing is right next to the academic building, so students don't need to travel far or spend money on transportation to get to classes. Everything is within walking distance. Just walking around the immediate neighborhood of the university is one open classroom experience. You can't help discover this ancient yet very modern city. During the first week of classes, multiple walking and transportation tours are held where students quickly learn their way around. It's a very safe and easy city to navigate. Another reason for choosing the Odyssey in Athens program is the academics. You don't have to interrupt your program of study to spend the semester abroad with us. Students come from all over the U.S. with a variety of majors and can choose from a full range of courses that help them stay on track for graduation. We also offer various special topics courses in anthropology and archaeology, history and politics, philosophy and religion, and several others that help enhance students' understanding of the Greek culture and history, in addition to the Greek language. Of course, there is no need to know the Greek language to participate in the program, as all courses are taught in English by highly qualified faculty. Classes are taken alongside other Greek and international students, which helps enhance cultural integration. Both graduate and undergraduate students can participate in the program, and credits easily transfer back to your home institution. Also, various signature courses, such as the Open Water Diver course, where students learn to dive in the Aegean blue, and the Ambassadors Forum, where ambassadors come and lecture to the students about social and political issues in their countries, are both unique to the Athens campus. A third reason to join us are the great excursions and field trips we take around Athens and Greece. They're an integral part of this program. Right now, we're in the ancient Agora. Some of the sites visited have been ancient Olympia, the archaeological sites of Mycena and Delphi, the monasteries of Meteora, the ancient theater of Epidavros, just to name a few, as well as some of the famous Greek islands. Also, field trips to the local museums and archaeological sites help students learn firsthand what they are studying in the classroom. There's no additional cost for the group excursions and field trips. Also, throughout the semester, there are a variety of extracurricular activities, both social and cultural, to help students interact with the local and international student body. The university also organizes various conferences, forums, lectures, and seminars that are open to the students. There's always something to do, whether it's an event at school or in Athens. A fourth reason for studying abroad with us are the service learning opportunities. We do a variety of service projects throughout the semester, from a beach cleaning event like the one today, to a holiday party for refugee children. Students can also take the community service learning class where they earn academic credit for their service work. We've engaged in a variety of service projects throughout the semester, from beach cleaning events like the one today, to a walk for a cure for breast cancer, to organizing a holiday party for refugee children. There's also a community service learning course where students can earn academic credit for their service. They can volunteer at a refugee facility or a rescue center for injured sea turtles. And finally, the personal attention you receive here is sincere and genuine. From the minute you arrive in Athens, you will feel welcome. The faculty and staff are here to help you make the most of your experience. Whether you get sick and need to see a doctor, or want ideas of where to travel on your free weekends, we're always here to assist you. The first couple of weeks are spent with walking tours of the area and activities and events to help you adjust. So what are you waiting for? Come join us for one incredible life-changing experience.
Hi, my name is Dorothy Henna. I attend St. Louis University in St. Louis, Missouri, and I am with the Odyssey in Athens program through Webster University Study Abroad. I'm here in Athens, Greece, and right now I'm in Fada at Archeolon, the Sea Turtle Rescue Center, where I've been volunteering thanks to my service learning course. But it's been really great. I get to work hands-on with the turtles, and it's a really awesome experience to work with these amazing animals.
Hi, my name is Amanda Drucker. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and one of my favorite things about living in Athens has been the location of everything. The apartment that we're in is really close to everything. It's in the heart of Athens, and it's super easy to get everywhere, and it's great to just walk around.
Hello, my name is Annabeth Gibbons. I'm a junior at Lake Forest College. My favorite part about Webster Athens is taking the classes. I've always had an interest in Greek mythology, Greek culture, so it's really nice to see all that come to life and visit the sites.
Hi, my name is Mary Ben, and I'm an English lit major at Webster College. And one of my favorite parts of the program has been the excursions that we take because it helps me learn more about the history of Greece and seeing it firsthand.
All right, so that's a nice overview of things that are still, on slides to talk about, but I just wanted to pull up the academic programs. You can see the list of here, what's offered. And as mentioned by several of the students and Dina as well in that video, there are a lot of general studies courses that are offered in areas like history, archaeology, anthropology, sociology, just really anything to do with Greek culture. There's a course on it. So they offer classes on the history of the Olympics, Greek mythology, Greek religion, just a lot of those signature courses that were mentioned as well. And the service learning opportunity is a big part of the program in Athens. It is can be taken as a course where you do have the opportunity to either work with a sea turtle rescue or with a refugee center, and doing events throughout the year with them, that center as well. And then Dina mentioned all of the locations that the excursions are where students are able to go on. That's one of my favorite parts about the Athens program, is I think they do a really wonderful job of building those into the program itself and making sure that students are engaging in the Greek culture and really getting a feel for that as they spend time in their semester there. And I find too, a lot of students who are at the Athens campus tend to travel further away less than students at the other campus, because there is so much to see in Greece and in the nearby area. You can see the housing location. It is very close to the campus building. There's one building that's literally like one building over, and then another one that's about a 2 to 5 minute walk from campus. They are double style rooms within a larger apartment. So you'd have a roommate. You can request a single room. Sometimes they are available, sometimes not. It just depends on when space allows. If you do request a single room though, you will still be in a shared apartment. So you would be a single, and then you maybe have a, and if it's a 2-bedroom apartment, then you would have 2 other roommates in the other room. So I do like to clarify that with students. And then this is just a list of things that are available on campus in Athens as well too. Some of the clubs that are available. The International Student Association is a club that sort of helps to spread awareness about different cultures, language, politics, and they do typically spend a 4-week block on one country, and then they will host a big event that kind of celebrates that culture, music, movies, traditional foods, things like that before moving on to another one. So that's a really unique part of the Athens campus. And then there are community events throughout the year. So it's really a very hands-on and very active campus.
Now, the Webster Athens campus, I always like to point this out. It's not a huge campus. It's
right.
It's the 2 buildings that they showed in the video, but it's the number of study abroad students. It's a small group within the campus, but the campus itself isn't very big, correct?
Right. Yeah. So we often, I think last year up to about 100 students. Don't quote me on that. I do want to look them now that I'm thinking about it, but of local degree seeking students. So, and it keeps growing. So it had started out originally just a few years ago as a study abroad only destination. So they've reopened to local degree seeking students. So it keeps building from there. So it is it's small and quite tight knit group.
Maybe like 15 to 20 like study abroad
students.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So here we are at the end. If you wanted to maybe talk about cost as well. And then Francis, if you have any questions, if there's anything specific you'd like us to touch on.
I did drop a link to some of the courses, and generally the courses are they kind of are always on offer. Similar courses are always on offer, so that kind of gives you an idea of what kinds of courses are available, which is really helpful. So when you're looking to like plan and save courses for your study abroad, you can kind of get an idea of what might be on offer. And one thing that's different than Geneseo is they have at Webster University, they have a 16-week term split into two like halves. So there's a first term and a second term. So when you're navigating this, you'll see that there's like a spring 2. This is the second part of the spring semester. So you could take a course that runs a whole semester, but then you could also take, 2 courses during the first term, 3 courses during the second term, so you can do kind of combinations of that. And their number unit is similar. So like, for example, this history for 100 is this ambassador's social political forum. So like, for example, we could always get syllabi and all that for you as you're planning for your term. Let me jump back. So on our website, we have a link that says search programs, and it takes you to our Horizons application system page. And this is where you can find, we have the summer program. So for the 4 and 8 week program, this summer, Geneseo, well, really, SUNY has suspended our summer programs. So the first term this will be on offer would be summer 2022. But there's these 2 programs, as well as there's a semester program. The 4 and the 8 week program tends to be 6 credits, and then the semester is your normal credit load. You apply the semester before, and you just apply using our website. So for example, you can say fall 2021 is open, and the application deadlines are listed at the bottom. And the cost sheet information, you can look at the 1920 as a reference point of what the cost will, it should be pretty similar for 21, 22, and you can kind of just estimate that things might be slightly higher going on from that point. All of our programs do have a $20 application charge. When were you hoping to study abroad, Francis?
I was hoping the upcoming fall, but I was actually going to ask, I didn't know if you had insight on how that's looking, or
that's why I wanted to, because I can address that a little bit for you. So all of our programs have this $20 application charge. This is refundable should we cancel, as well as anything that you pay to us before you go. We would refund to you if the program got canceled by the study abroad office. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there as you're planning on what costs would look like. The study abroad differential depends on the program you're going on. So in the case of this program, it includes your housing, tuition difference, airport pickup, orientation, excursions, the admin fee, and a SUNY international health insurance, which covers everything from your basic doctor's visit to a long-term hospital stay. So, I'm sure mom and dad are worried about sending their son abroad during COVID and what that will look like. So just know that you would have health insurance that would help cover any medical costs. There is some standard tuition in the college fee. You don't have to pay any of the other normal fees that you would pay. And then these are estimated costs on here. The airfare has 2 asterisks next to this, and that's because the WINS travel award Jennifer was talking about. You can get, if by simply applying to this award, you get $1,000 towards your flight. So if you live near New York City or near Toronto and you can fly out of a major airport, a lot of times this, your airfare could practically cost you nothing. So you can, usually take, $1,000 off the estimated cost. Now we also have scholarships within our office. They're $500 to $1,000, and you would apply after you get accepted. But then, so our scholarship information is here. And then also financial aid generally applies as long as you take courses that are applicable, just as if you were at Geneseo. But I can delve more into that later on. Or if you want to make a follow-up appointment with me, you can request an appointment here.
I just have a quick question kind of going off of that. You said financial aid applies. Does Excelsior scholarship apply? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So you just got to follow the same Excelsior rules, which kind of goes to the making sure you're taking courses that you need, that you're fulfilling those requirements. So yes, definitely Excelsior applies. If you're a Pell Grant recipient, there is the Gilman Scholarship, which I can always put you in touch with Dr. Michael Mills, and he can help you through that kind of process. And I'd encourage you to apply for that. And then this is our COVID website. I know we're short on time, but I do want to point out a few things real quick on here. We're looking at this through a macro perspective, and a micro perspective is how we kind of see it. From a macro perspective, we're looking at the Department of State travel warnings. We're looking at the CDC, specifically the CDC COVID-19 risk assessment levels, to kind of look at, make a determination whether we believe, it's safe to send students to a certain country. And then we're looking at it from there. If things look good, we're looking at it from a micro perspective. What is our partners doing on the ground? So we're hoping to run programs this spring. We sent Jennifer a survey with a bunch of questions about what they're doing to keep you guys safe on the ground. They get it back to us, and we just evaluate that. Now, when are we making this decision? That's an important kind of thing to keep in mind. We won't be making a decision about this program till June 1st. So the world can change a lot between now and then. And that's where we're remaining hopeful that with the rollout of COVID-19 vaccines, that things will look a lot better, and that international travel can start reopening, and we're remaining hopeful that we can resume study abroad coming this fall. What that does mean is that we don't want you to pay for any flights before June 1st. We don't want you to have to pay for anything that isn't refundable. So that's something that we'll be working with. You will need a visa for Greece, and I would be helping you with that process. But we would, we'd be monitoring what the rules and regulations are with obtaining a visa and making sure you're on track for that. And then the other thing I just want to point out is my colleague Sam Cardamone did a really nice presentation just last week about study abroad at the time of COVID-19. He really gets into detail about a lot of this stuff and helps, I think, students have a better understanding of how we make decisions and how you can make an informed decision. So I just want to throw that out there as another really good resource for you. From your perspective, Jennifer, what are things looking like?
Yeah, so I was going to say we have actually pushed our fall deadline back to April 15th. So typically it's just 2 weeks past the deadline, but typically it's March 30th. But that way there it gives students a little bit more time. And we are looking at making a decision around mid-May of like what that looks like. So we're optimistic for fall, but again, so many things can change between now and then. So regardless, though, if we do cancel programs, there are no fees. Students don't pay Webster anything up front, so you don't have to worry about that. But there would be no fees that if we canceled that would not be refundable, or if SUNY Geneseo cancels as well too. So you're kind of safe. We do need students to go ahead and apply because we do need to kind of have an idea of what numbers are going to look like. That's a factor now and programs running, and also for things like the visa purpose with Athens, the Greek visa, it's great because you can apply in the summer. It doesn't take as long as some of the others. So so we're just kind of monitoring. We actually meet, we did this pre-COVID, but we meet monthly with our staff at our international campuses. We're actually doing that meeting tomorrow just to get an idea of what's going on in country, what the regulations are, and any kind of quarantine requirements, things like that. So we're very closely monitoring all of the situations.
Our application deadline is March 1st. If you need more time, just let me know. But we do want to get the ball rolling and get you going through the process. So that's why it's a little earlier, because after you complete what you need to do for Geneseo, there's some stuff you have to complete for Webster.
Yeah. Cool.
Other questions?
That's it for me.